10 years ago, before we sold the company to new management in 2015, I made a decision everyone called career suicide. My old manager, the previous CEO, said I was shooting myself in the foot. My new manager, right after the deal closed, said the opposite. He said saying no is good. Even my own family said I'd lost it. But that decision didn't just change my career. It changed how I look at things. And once you see what I saw, you can't go back. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That choice cost me a 6-figure salary, job security, and respect. But what I got in return was worth 10 times more. Before that change, I was the guy everyone called for new features. You had an idea, I built it. Never even crossed my mind to say that it was a bad one. Burning out on 60-hour weeks, saying yes to everything. I felt worse than a fraud. I felt like I had no options, zero power. I didn't see myself as an executive yet. Other managers got more respect. I felt like I wasn't even in the running. What I didn't realize was that I was building the system that kept me right there. The decision that changed everything was learning to see the system itself. Most devs think growth comes from learning new tools faster, working longer hours, being more reliable, or crushing interviews. So none of that moved the needle for me. Here's what I did. I started saying no to things that weren't strategic. Same move, but on a whole new level. Why some people climb faster, why some calls that look insane on paper actually happen. In dev culture, that's a sin. You're told skill is everything. Business is someone else's job. If you're not coding, you're not pulling your weight. That's the lie that I stopped buying. That one move took me to what I call the 3 layers. Layer 1, the surface. Code and features. Most devs stay there forever. I once built perfect code nobody used. That's layer 1. Layer 2, the system. How calls really get made. The shift happened when I stopped asking how to make code better and started asking why the code existed at all. That's when you start predicting results before they happen. Layer 3, patterns. This is where you stop reacting and start anticipating. Big shifts in tech, market timing, people moving between companies, tiny problems turning into big breaks. You build what I call an opportunity radar. And once you start seeing patterns, you keep seeing more. You're no longer competing with other devs. You're playing a different game. So why don't most devs make this shift? Because their entire identity is tied to code. Because layer 1 feels comfortable. Because they're afraid that they're not technical enough for strategy tables. So they hide in the corner, hoping someone notices the work. My turning point came when I spotted a pattern, acted on it, saw the results firsthand. That's when I realized understanding business isn't about being less technical. It's about being smart with your skills, using them to see what others miss. Here's how you actually do it. Step 1, stop saying yes to stuff that just keeps you at the keyboard. Step 2, start building a system view. Sit in the meetings you're not required for. Ask business questions. Track what gets resources and what doesn't. Step 3, practice spotting patterns. Follow industry vets. Read strategy. Write down the trends you notice. Then act on one. Throw out an idea. Build a side project that lines up with it. From now on, filter your choices with 3 questions. Does this make me technically better? Does this teach me how decisions get made? Does this help me spot patterns others miss? If it's only layer 1, say no. You won't hear this in tutorials or time management tricks. This is the game behind the game. You're not just a coder. You want to know why code gets written. You want to see patterns before they're obvious. You want to make calls that matter. I write about this every week, breaking down patterns, market shifts, real context that turn devs into leaders. If you're ready to stop reacting and start accepting, the link's in the description. Join the devs who actually see beyond the code.